welcome to another episode of Disqualified. I am your double predictions champion, Trevin, joined as always by Beltless Caleb.
Hola.
And Zach, our cameraman and producer, is being our cameraman and producer behind that camera.
And we are here to talk about SmackDown. It's our first SmackDown review that we've done in quite a while, to be fair.
Yeah, we just had no motivation to review this show.
Boy, the second I get motivation to review the show is the second WWE says, we're going to have a shit show. Yay! I thought this episode was bad.
I didn't hate it. I explained it in the cards, like, it dragged on, and I don't want to call it a bad way, but I don't want to call it a good way. Like, a lot happened. There was a ton of action on the show, but it just slogged.
When we got to the halfway point, which is the MFT versus Wyatt's match, I was like, can this be over? And then I looked at the time and I said, oh, I have an hour and a half left. Oh.
Yeah, they are trying to utilize that new hour.
Oh, no, not an hour and a half, just an hour left.
Yeah.
But, it was terrible. It legitimately made me sick to my stomach.
Yes. But we open with some decent stuff.
Yeah, we are in Berlin, Germany, here tonight in the Uber Arena.
Uber.
Yeah. So we start off with Randy Orton.
Yep.
Coming out, showing some love to the
crowd favorite on the European tour.
And here comes none other than the man in our opening contest, Trick Williams. Trick Willie. Crowd chanting "whoop that trick," gets a huge pop.
And basically, he explains that, like, look, you're looking for this to be the year of Randy Orton, but this is 2026, not 2006.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this is the year of Trick Willie. Time for the new guard to take their spot, and I'm here to claim that I'm gonna win that world title this year.
Yeah. You mentioned in the car ride over, it seems like they're just putting all the people into the main title picture.
All the NXT call-ups that went to SmackDown are going to their respective main title picture.
We do see one later on that makes her SmackDown debut as an official main roster competitor.
Yep.
But we'll get to that when we get to it. But yeah, Trick is talking, and I forget what leads up to it, but Miz does attack Randy Orton.
So Trick, like, basically turns his back on Randy, and like Randy's like, no, you never turn your back on me. RKO. And then he's celebrating, pumping up for another attack. And then the Miz tries to skull-crushing finale him from behind. Randy elbows him in the gut. RKO. And the segment ends. And we go to commercial before our opening contest, which is the recently
RKO
Trick versus a Rey Fenix after their little spit back and forth last week.
Yeah, a little spat. And so now Rey Fenix is making his way down, and Randy Orton is signing autographs on the ramp. Baller fucking move. They dap up, and, Fenix getting that endorsement from Orton on screen is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a slight, cool. But yeah, Fenix and Trick go on to have, I'd say, a good opener.
Yeah.
Pretty good opening contest.
Good way to open up the show, especially after Randy opened us up. Good way to get the first match out of the way. There was solid action. Trick wins through a trick shot and then a little roll up spout until Trick finally rolls up Fenix, grabbing the tights for the 1, 2, 3.
We do see all the hits from them. Yep. We see the trick shot. We see the adios kick.
Yeah. This was a solid match. We saw a Avalanche Hurricane Rana as well from Fenix.
Yeah, I saw online, and maybe I should save this for later when we get to the Mello match, but someone said that Trick has a higher ceiling than Carmelo Hayes.
I don't agree.
I don't agree. I think that Mello does have the higher ceiling, just because he is more skilled in the ring with Trick. And what I mean by that is Trick, like John Cena, who is my favorite, who is my GOAT, is a mirror in the ring. And Phoenix gave him good shit, so we got a good match.
Yep.
But there's been plenty of matches with Trick where people just don't give him stuff, and he's like, okay, I'm just gonna reciprocate. If you don't care, I don't care. So, in terms of that, I think Mello can go out there and say, I'm gonna have a good match.
Yes.
And if you don't want to have one, that sucks. We're working tonight, pal.
Yeah.
We're working.
Mello is the kind of person who can make a match.
Yeah. There's just like Johnny and Mello last week.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd was fucking dead.
Yeah, by that point in the show.
And you know, they were like, all right, go out there. And Mello got a pop, but Johnny didn't get a pop. And at the end of that match, crowd was on their fucking feet after that first 48 sub by Johnny last week. But we do get another Mello match. This will come right before our main event, so just stick around. We will get to that. But first, the other United States Championship is getting defended. That is our Women's United States Championship, and that is Julia, our newly crowned Women's United States Champion.
Yep, and she's like, this run after consulting with Kiana, I am going to be a fighting champion instead. I want to be the best. So I'm calling out Alexa Bliss of all people.
Yeah.
To be my first defense of this run.
So we cut to Alexa Bliss backstage on the phone with Charlotte, who is nowhere to be seen. Convenient.
Yep.
As soon as Alexa gets a singles opportunity, Charlotte is sick.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Conveniency. And people who bring this up are none other than Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Tag team rivals who are like, oh, all by yourself. Does Charlotte got the sniffles or a case of jealousy?
Yeah, man. I'm so glad that Lash Legend has legitimately found a spot and that she's not floundering. Granted, it's only been a few months. She's only been around since a little before Survivor Series.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad that she's found her spot. She's on the show consistently. She's not fading into the back, so that's good. That was a big fear of mine when she got called up.
And then we get to this match, and it is a solid match, despite the crowd.
Bruh, they got literally 0 pops the whole show. So, we've discussed this before, and it's something that I need to work on, and that's actually watching the show, when it comes to SmackDown at least. But I play games, because it's my free day, while I'm watching SmackDown.
Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you, when a crowd is not alive for a match,
you miss it.
It makes it hard to just go back to it.
Yeah. The crowd was not giving this match anything, despite it being a decent match. Like, it was a very decent back and forth. Basically, this was Julia's, as I described in our car conversation, rebuild match. Yeah. They murdered her momentum with the first reign. Now that she's got a second reign, they're like, she was our hype. We were putting so many chips on her. And then we fumbled the bag for her first reign. We got to rebuild her.
Yeah.
So feed her a main event scene star, fuel that star story while making her look like a threat once again.
Yeah, they have a lot of work to do with Julia. Not in terms of in-ring or stuff. She's great.
No,
she literally fits the bill for everything that they want. It's just creative, bro. You need work.
Creative fumbled the bag with her first run.
Yeah, and hopefully it's better this way. But I don't know. You're not going to get her over with fans if she keeps getting these cheap wins by Kiana getting involved.
Not just Kiana getting involved in this one, but Nia and Lash make an appearance. targeting their tag scene foes.
Yeah.
Since she was all alone, and she gets murdered.
Yeah, Annihilator.
Right after a match getting finished with the Northern Lights bomb.
Did she get hit with the lash extension too?
That's Lash's really big punch. Or...
No. So she just got hit with Lash's forearm, which is $1 million fucking bucks. That forearm, jeez. The way that she just throws her body into it.
Yeah. So basically, Alexa got pinned after the Northern Lights and then immediately had to eat a Lash forearm and an Annihilator. She's dead.
Yeah.
It's funny. Nia did a little mini bounce and you could hear Alexa go, "Oh."
Yeah. I heard that. She went, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Yeah, but next we have
speaking of fumbling the bag.
My stars. What the fuck happened here?
Speaking of fumbling the bag.
First, let's get into a backstage segment that, would be better if we save it for next, but I want to do anything other than cover this right now. Jordan Grace signs her SmackDown contract. She is now officially a SmackDown superstar, which is good because they needed superstar depth badly.
Especially for the women's division on SmackDown.
Yeah, so she comes in. She's talking with Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis says, I just want to say congrats. You made a wonderful career decision by just joining us here on SmackDown.
Aldis!
Yep, here comes Chelsea Green to basically say, look, I am the first and the last and the best Women's United States Champion ever.
When's my rematch?
And Aldis says, yeah, well, I thought you were only supposed to have 2 terms. And she's like, well, the people want a third. So she's trying to get a rematch.
Yeah.
Jordan Grace says, look, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I am not a diva. And Chelsea Green's like, ooh, she called me a diva.
But Alba's like, you insulting Chelsea Green over here. And they spat, and that match is scheduled because all this is like, hey, go make me money if you're going to fight.
Don't worry. We have 2 matches of peak incoming. But we have to get through 2 terrible matches. And one of those is happening right now. That is the MFTs versus the Wyatt 6 4v4 tag action. No tornado. This is straight up regular tag rules, which is fucking stupid.
Which are the MFTs set out? Loa?
Yeah, I think it was Loa.
Yeah, because Tala was in there.
Yeah,
Mateo was in there. Yeah.
Solo and Tama.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this match, unfortunately, I wasn't doing anything interesting in the game. It was downtime. I was shopping in the game, so I was watching the match. This was fucking terrible.
The MFTs ain't it.
Yeah, dude, they got the entrance down. They got the look down. That's cool. Solo is so much better than the MFTs. Give him something else, please.
Yep.
Because...
Which they are actually possibly hinting at from last week and due to the person who got the pin this week.
Yeah. Tama Tonga picks up the win this week.
Yep. He's the one who pins because Solo was out on ringside stealing the Wyatt's lantern. We're running back the Undertaker Earn storyline.
Yay! Undertaker Earn in 2026. Woo!
Yeah.
Look, I'm all for the supernatural, spooky shit. I like horror. I don't know if you could tell I'm wearing a fucking dead meat shirt. I love horror. And I have a ghost face tattoo. I love horror. This just sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I get the lantern is symbolic for Bray.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that. But why? Like, something has to come out of this, and I get that we're just being impatient, but right now it's just boring. This should have been a tornado tag match. to at least be interesting, because other than Tama getting the win, the most interesting thing was Eric Rowan facing off against Tala Tonga.
Yeah, that was another highlight.
That was it. And that's because they're two big men. And that's something you rarely see in the industry nowadays, especially two big men that can genuinely go.
Yep, especially for Eric Rowan's age.
Exactly. Like, he's debuted in this company over a decade ago. It's like 12 years ago, I think. So, like, yeah, the fact that he can still go, especially being that big, like, that big of a frame breaks down very easily in a sport. Ask any big man in any sport. Look at Yao Ming. We all think Yao Ming had a large career here, right? He was only here for like 10 years. Yeah, like, he had a big impact. He was only here for 10 years. Shaq was good until he got really big. And then he started having issues. Like, it happens. Big Show. Look at Big Show in AEW right now. There's a screen image of him standing on the ramp. And his legs look completely fucked. When I tell you, one is, I don't know the right term, but it looks bow-legged as fuck. Like, it doesn't look good. But the fact that they can still go, yeah, it was a big highlight. We see Eric literally pick up Tala, the first time we've seen anyone pick him up. Yep. Tala, of course, fights out of it. We get to the outside. Back and forth. We get the lantern. Then we get the running elbow.
Yeah. I'm going to call it what it is. It's a hidden blade.
Yeah, it's a hidden blade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. It's just a hidden blade. 1, 2, 3. On Uncle Howdy. No less. Why did Howdy get pinned? Why not one of the lackeys?
Good question. Well, the lackeys are technically the champs, so maybe they don't want them getting pinned. Are they
building a legit Rowan v Tala program? I'd be interested in it because they can go.
Also, the question is, that brings up the question of, you want to try to figure out how to set up Rowan for a hidden blade spot?
It's easy. He just has to fucking go up with it instead of like that.
Looks worse.
It does look worse, or you can do it from the rope. From the middle rope.
A flying hidden blade.
Yeah, I don't know.
It does look worse, but it also depends on how the camera picks up the blocking.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I think Howdy was the right pin.
It could have been. I'm interested in seeing where they're going, but this, in the first, I'm assuming, of 3 matches, because this is usually like a 3-match program, it was bad.
Yeah.
So we'll see where we go from here. But now we get Peak. Yeah. It is 2 people that can legitimately go all the fucking time. It is Jordan Grace versus Alba Fire of the Secret Hervis.
Get Alba out of the Hervis.
Yeah. I like the Hervis, but if you're not going to add a third person to it, just disband it.
She's also not the U.S. champ anymore, and it looks like you're planning on moving her up the card anyway.
Yeah, and I don't think a world title holder needs a heater like that. I mean, obviously look at Liv and Raquel, but Raquel and Liv they're fracturing because now it's the thing with every heater. Eventually, they're going to want to be their own person.
Yep.
It makes no sense. If I'm here...
They've picked up so many matches, they're getting spots on the card now.
Yeah, I want to be in the top spot. And if I want to be in the top spot and you're there, so be it. I have to go through you. And it is a disservice to Alba Fire to just have her be a lackey. I think, I've said it before, and I will continue to say it, the longest modern day reign for a women's WWE champion is Alba Fire. And they continuously spit on that fact by having her just be a lackey. and having her lose these matches. Granted, this match she should have lost. It
was a debut match for an NXT call-up.
It's just like Kit Wilson last week. The look and the music and everything, it got a crowd reaction.
Yep.
People want to see him now, and he's good. And I think he should have beat Matt Cardona, but Matt Cardona is returning. You don't want to have him lose his return match, just like you don't want to have someone lose their debut match, because then you automatically lose interest. Because it shows creative doesn't have interest in the character, so why should I?
Yeah.
It's the same reason why I like Sami Zayn's work. I'm not a big fan of him, especially being in this tournament that we were having, because who is he facing? Well, we'll get to that, but look who he's facing. You want me to get excited for him? So,
yeah.
Jordan Grace and Alba Fire go out and have a fucking bar burner of a match. Yes. Let these two dogs work a fucking 7-game series. I keep saying this. Let workers fucking work. Stop letting the fear of injury delay or hamper someone's moveset. Granted, don't fucking be doing pile drivers like they're going out of style. You can do a pile driver every now and then, but like Jordan Grace and Alba Fire, they're two people who have way more in their bag. And I can tell that they are hampered by the WWE style, but they can still go out there and make it work. Yeah, they work their magic. Jordan Grace, of course, like we said, does pick up the win.
Yep. Beast mode powerbomb 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I can't wait for the day that they finally break up the Hervis.
Yeah, because that's the thing, is that we're bringing this. You brought up how Alba's a lackey. She's been a lackey for so long and has to have eaten so many losses. I have legit forgotten her finisher.
Yeah.
Like, I legit could not tell you if Alba went for her finisher, because I don't know what her finisher is anymore.
Yeah, I forget it too. But, we go from one peak, and I didn't think we can get any more peak than this. But, I guess this mountaintop is just like a flat ridge for a little bit. Because, goddamn, it just continues. And then we plummet.
Yeah. Next up is the U.S. Open Challenge, continuing with your new U.S. champion, Carmelo Hayes.
And he is walking through backstage with the title, and he sees Miz. He goes, "Ha! Look at you!" And Miz goes, "Yeah, I want to get back to this. We'll finish this. We're not done, but
I just got RKO'd. I can barely look to my left." So I'm going to talk...
Oh, look, it's Randy. Yeah, you a character. And Miz goes on, he leaves.
Yeah.
And we see Ilya Dragunov.
And he's like, "Look, I'm done with Garganos. I'm about to issue the open challenge. If you want to get out there." And Ilya's like, "No.
We will fight again, but down the line. I have other matters to attend to." And he knocks on Aldis's door. And Carmelo, as soon as Ilya walks away, he goes, "Fuck." Like, yeah, I just dodged a fucking bullet. What was I talking about?
Yeah, so Mello heads out there. Open challenge is instated. And the person who answered it. It
is Shinsuke Nakamura.
And he kept the blood moon.
The attire's the attire now. I'm over it, but it's there. Keeps the music. Man.
Keeps his old music.
Yeah, keeps his old music.
But keeps the new blood moon.
Oh, this is peak Nakamura. They go out.
It's the drop.
Oh, yeah. He has his working boots on. This match, I think, other than Jordan v. Alba, is match of the fucking night.
Hold on, wait. Oh, freak.
Middle rope Kinshasa.
Yeah, Avalanche Kinshasa.
Going for another Kinshasa. Also, so the story of this match is Shinsuke is working the left leg.
Yeah.
He got it once, he picked it, got a dragon screw once, and now he is just continuing to work that leg,
Yep.
multiple kicks.
Because he knows Melo's a bouncy fighter. He's not really grounded, but if you make him grounded, Shinsuke has the advantage.
Yes, if I can get this man on the ground, that's exactly where I want him. So,
2 strikers, but I'm better at the striker than he is.
and I'm way better at the technical game than he is, so
Yep.
let's just go.
Keep it on the ground.
Yeah. He goes for one more dragon screw and Melo counters it. And then we get Melo coming back, fighting back from underneath.
Yep. So how Melo counters the normal Kinshasa is with a first 48 from out of nowhere.
He literally, for someone whose knee is bad, that was pure adrenaline. Course through his veins. He said, "All right, fuck it. If
I'm going down, you're going down with me."
If I get hit with this, I'm done." He jumps up first 48. He drags his way to the ropes, drags his way up, gets up to the top rope. Nothing but net.
1, 2, 3.
Carmelo Hayes retains.
He was exhausted.
Yeah, Hay and Nakamura shake hands. He bows to Nakamura. Nakamura raises his hand. What a shining endorsement for Carmelo Hayes.
I was a fan of heel Nakamura because I liked the samurai / anime villain character. Face Nakamura is so much more fun. Because he's just there to ball.
Face Nakamura in WWE is so much better. Heel Nakamura overseas, GOAT. Face Nakamura here, though, dude, people love him. You should have heard the pop. Like, if you haven't heard it, go and look up, I think it's 2017, it's a SmackDown episode. Miz is talking with Maurice out there, and all of a sudden, there's a man who's playing a violin. Why is he playing a violin?
And then the music hits and people are like, wait, I recognize this thing from the indie scenes.
No, it's not even the indies. NXT.
Yeah, it's like, wait.
And then it drops. Shinsuke comes out. Brother, the fucking crowd erupts. The fact that main roster audience knew Shinsuke at the time, it's a fucking testament to NXT.
Fun fact, Shinsuke's theme is Pat McAfee's ringtone. Confirmed by McAfee himself.
Like, dude, it is such a good song. Shinsuke has this, and I hate it. I hate to say it because it sounds so cliche, but he has this aura around him that is just, he demands respect.
Yes. Basically, when you hear his music hits, you know you're about to see cinema.
Bro, I put my fucking controller down. Legit, I heard Nakamura. I said, all right.
Full attention.
We watching. Fuck it. I put it on my TV. I said, all right, cast. I said, all right, I got to watch this full screen mode. And then after this match happened, I heard Cody's, the fucking thing happen. I said, all right, fuck it. Back to small screen.
Yeah. Yeah, but now, after we witness Peak, we get
into our free last hour of Raw. But first we have a announcement from Nick Aldis.
Yep.
It is a tournament.
Yep. So, next week in Wembley, London, UK?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, in London.
Yep. It will be 4 matches on SmackDown to qualify for a #1 contendership fatal 4-way at Saturday night's main event. The winner of that will face the WWE Undisputed Champion at the Royal Rumble. But the 4 matches to qualify for that fatal 4-way are: first, Randy Orton versus The Miz.
Trick
Second,
Williams
yeah,
versus Matt Cardona.
Damian Priest versus Solo Sikoa.
And Sami Zayn versus Ilya Dragunov. And this is what I was saying earlier. You expect me to get excited for Sami Zayn when he's going against Ilya Dragunov? I'm excited because this match is going to cook. I'm not excited because I know Sami is probably going to eat this L. Unless someone gets involved with Ilya. Because of the reign that Ilya just had, if you don't put him directly in this fucking world title picture by having him go on to that fatal 4-way at Saturday night's main event, what are we doing?
Yeah. Basically, I didn't want to spoil it at the start of the show, but basically, all the notes I was keeping to sort of help map out my predictions for Royal Rumble leading up to it, the men's division got thrown out this episode. Because next, we move on to our
main event of the evening.
It is a 3 stages of hell match for the WWE Undisputed Championship. The challenger,
Drew McIntyre,
and the champion defending,
Cody Rhodes. And the stages, if you're wondering, are, of course, 1, a normal wrestling match, which you can win by countout, disqualification, pinfall, or submission. Falls count anywhere you can only win, or second stage is falls count anywhere you can only win by pinfall or submission on the grounds of the Uber Arena.
Yep, can't take it to the parking lot.
And third, if necessary, a steel cage match, which, spoilers, we did need to get to it, which we all knew that we were going to get to it, right?
If it's a 3 stages of hell match, you're going to get to the 3rd stage, because why?
Why would you advertise it and not get to it?
Yeah.
It was a classic steel cage that was not fucking classic. You fuckers. That was the same old boring shit I have seen my whole childhood. Give me the blue bars, damn it. I'll take the black bars. I'll even take fucking red. I don't care. Just give me the bars, damn it.
Colors.
Yeah, I want something. No, because they made the Hell in a Cell red for a few years, and that shit sucked.
It did.
Especially when they did the Fiend match, and they said, "Ooh, we're gonna do red lights on the red cage." Genius ideas, WWE. Genius ideas. You couldn't see shit in that arena.
No. Yes, but our first stage is a standard match, and it is a hoss fight. Cody wants to kill Drew, and Drew wants that title.
Drew said, Cody grabs a chair. He says, "Fucking hit me, bitch." Not really, but literally just go on. Do it. Get yourself disqualified.
Give me the first wall.
Yeah. Drew also does come out with the gold watch that he stole from Cody. So, Cody's in a mood. All right. Oh, wait. Yeah, we'll talk about it after this. So, Cody and him are fighting out of nowhere. Claymore, right?
Yeah, so Cody is giving the beatdown on Drew. Drew barely gets any offense for this stage because of how heated up Cody is. But eventually Drew loosens up one of the turnbuckles, and Cody goes for a suplex, pulls it. The ref sees the turnbuckles exposed, goes to fix it.
Low blow!
Claymore. 1, 2, 3.
And the first stage goes to Drew McIntyre. Also, I don't think it needs explaining, but I didn't go over in the spiel. Whoever wins 2 stages wins.
Yes, it's a 2 out of 3 falls match with each fall being a different stipulation.
Yeah, it's a cool gimmick match. I like that they is sparing. I like that we got a newer modern one. I think the last one was Cole and Gargano.
Yep.
Which was good. But
that match cooked.
That fucking cooked. So did their Iron Man match, dude. That fucking cooked. But yeah, so we get Falls Count Anywhere now.
Yep.
Drew immediately puts Cody through a fucking table.
Yep.
Snaps right into that Slim Jim table.
Yep. And
gotta get that added.
Yep.
Money.
Yep. And then we go all the way to catering, where Cody feeds Drew a banana.
We get to catering. Who do we see in catering? No one, because uncharacteristically catering is empty.
Yep. And there's only one table.
What do you mean? There was a potential match that we saw earlier that just got canceled that we even forgot to talk about.
Yeah.
It wasn't scheduled, but it was teased.
Yeah. So, Drew gets fed a banana and then slammed through a garage door.
What a way to start the sentence. Drew gets fed a banana.
And then gets slammed into a garage door like 15 times.
Yeah, just a little bit of redecorating.
Yeah.
This garage door really needed the Drew-shaped face hole in it.
Yeah. Eventually, we make it back into the main stage where Crossroads breaking the announce table.
If you've ever been in an arena, they are going through the tunnel where you would get to the lower section of seating.
Yep. Oh yeah, we do get a Cody splash onto a utility table.
Brother, someone said he is so stiff when he does the splash, and I watched this part of the match. He looks like an action figure when you're doing a splash with them. If you don't want to like guide them down and you just want to drop them onto him, that's what it looks like.
Yep.
He legit just goes.
Yep. And it's falls count anywhere, so 1, 2, kick out. Crossroads on the announce table, breaking it. 1, 2, 3. Cody gets the second fall, meaning we are going to our third stage of a steel cage. And
Yeah.
you can win this fall by pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage.
With both feet hitting the floor. That is an important note. Just like
Yep.
Rumble elimination, both feet have to hit the floor.
Yep. But first, they got to get in the cage.
Yeah, so Cody drags Drew's lifeless body into the ring. What a fun sentence. He then crumples into the corner. He's on the floor and he say, "Drop the cage." And then I saw it was the classic steel one, and I said, "Oh, you fucking assholes. I thought this was going to be bars." Nope. We get the classic steel cage, or the modern day steel cage down. And we advance into our third stage. Doors already locked. Why is that if no? Well, you'll see why. So we get into it. Look, steel cage matches are fine, but when the two competitors are obviously fucking tired from already working 20 minutes, this was ad free, and they started this match around like 9:26.
Yeah.
So they're already going for over 20 minutes at this point. They got about 12 left to go.
Yep. So this is just a hoss fight basically in the cage, tossing each other around like rag dolls.
Yeah. There's a cool spot where they both crush each other on the ropes.
Ooh.
Drew is lively at one point. He starts climbing up that cage quick.
Yep.
But then the ref is in Cody's way for a second, and the ref gets out the way, and Cody just stands there for a second, and then he goes to get Drew, which is just weird. Just
go.
Just stop for a second. Like, if the goal is to have him be over, and then you jump up with this last gasp of energy to get him, just be kneeling for an extra second.
Yeah.
Don't just stand there. It just looks awkward. Or go right for him right away.
But eventually we get one more Claymore with Drew's last bit of energy, and he starts crawling for the cage entrance, planning on winning by escapee. And all of a sudden,
boy, how many times can we play the song "A Masked Man in a Black Hoodie and Balaclava Shows Up"?
And you can see it on Drew's face being like, who have I pissed off recently besides Cody? Oh, shoot!
Yeah, so the Masked Man pushes down Charles Robinson. Cage is unlocked. He takes off the disguise, and it is Jacob Fatu, who has been out since October.
Yep. And he starts delivering the breaks on Drew, and Cody, being an idiot, is like, "Hey, Jacob, what are you doing here when the cage is wide open? You could just walk out and then ask questions later."
Or, there's a wall that you can scale right there and you'll keep your championship.
Yeah, but he instead goes to check up on Jacob, being like, "Why are you beating up Why you beating up Drew? And then Jacob, with the adrenaline, decides,
Motherfucker, these hands are rated E for everyone. You can get them too.
and then pushes Cody all the way to the corner. Shoulder check. And Drew's just like, F it, we bowl.
And
I'm
he
out of here.
drags his carcass out of the ring, drops down, and new WWE champion Drew McIntyre.
And Jacob's like, oh, shoot. And Cody's like,
Yeah, you fucking idiot! Throws him into the cage. And then he's just staring down Drew. And he's like, what the fuck? Where do I go now? Cody's gonna be in the fucking Rumble again, isn't he? Oh, fuck.
I legit don't know.
I hope he's not in the Rumble. Because that means to be smart, I have to pick him for one of my 3 choices. And I don't want to do that. Okay.
Oh, the horror.
The horror. Horror.
No. Every note I had for the men's division for the Rumble, everything got thrown away.
I love it though because this is the freshest the main card division has felt in a while.
Yeah.
On SmackDown.
Yeah, it's like not only for SmackDown but for Raw. I'm like, I legit have no notes for Raw because we just closed a chapter on one of Raw's main card stories. Like, sure, Braun can re-challenge, but it's like he's the only competitor, basically. We've got no other contenders on that show.
Yeah. Man.
It's like the Rumble is a wild card, which sucks because it's already a wild card for how we predict it.
I love it though.
Yeah.
Especially the system we came up with. I love it. I love the system, how the Rumble works. If you've never seen the Rumble predictions, just wait. It is fun. But yeah, Drew closes out the show holding the title, and this is already the longest world title reign he's had in years.
Yeah.
His last one was Mania. And that was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
By the time the show closed, he was already at 6. Already longer than your last one.
Yeah.
You say he's a 4-time world champion, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck his 4th world championship is. There was WWE that he beat Brock for. There was the World Heavyweight. And this WWE.
No idea.
Unless they're counting the NXT title he held as a world championship, which if they are, hey, kudos, you're finally counting as a world fucking championship. Like it should be, because it's the main championship of a brand that you hold.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're counting the Impact one? Are they counting the Impact one? Are they hinting at them already buying Impact?
I have no idea.
It happened Mania. With AAA. Imagine it happens at Mania again.
We're back in Vegas.
We're back in Vegas, baby! Put it all on black. Yeah, so backstage, something that we saw was Matt Cardona's return promo with Byron Saxton. And the only reason why I wanted to say this, because it was pretty sweet, if you get it, because Zach was talking with Cody. Pretty sweet life that we have. Yeah.
That's it for this episode of SmackDown.
Yeah, that's literally all that you need to know. This SmackDown was shit, saved by 3 decent matches, or 1 decent match, or 1 good match, 2 great fucking matches, and the 3 stages of hell is alright.
Yeah. Shock factor is what saved it.
Yeah, shock factor is what saved it. Cody Rhodes is boring. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. I am Beltless Caleb. That is your Double Predictions champion, Trevin. That is main roster and NXT. And behind the camera, as always, is our cameraman and producer, Zach. And we will see you next time.
Peace.